How's it going, everyone? Well, today's video is going to be about the Steyr pistol magazines, and with the full release now of the A2MF, there are a lot more on the market. I've been starting to get a lot of questions asked, and I start to see in the forums, people ask about magazine capacity, which mags are interchangeable, are there different generations of mags? So this video is going to answer those questions and give you guys the insight that you've been looking for. So stay tuned. Let's check out 4 different Steyr pistols. Alrighty, to start off, the A2MF. This is the 5th generation pistol, and it has the new grip module. When they redesigned this pistol, they also redesigned the magazine. So we're going to head break this mag out, and I'll show you the difference. Or we'll talk about this magazine first. In the new A2MF, they are 9mm only at this current time as of the end of 2020. Steyr is not looking to produce or make this pistol in any other calibers as of this year and for the near future. There hasn't been any talk or anything about making this into 40 caliber. So on these magazines, what's improved or what's new about them compared to the A1s is the orange follower in the top. It is the same follower that is in the A1, it's just a orange color. So if for some reason you want to change out this follower in your other guns because you like the color or you're looking for an indicator, that is doable. You just need to order the part. It's the base plate. It's the bottom way the magazine is designed and the way this base plate attaches. On this particular one, there is a locking tab here that needs to be pulled up and out instead of the old style where you had to kind of squeeze it and pull it forward. This magazine base plate also has kind of a finger groove, or if you need to, a lip edge to stop due to the flared magazine well and the MF. So that is the MF mag. They are a ambidextrous magazine release, so you get left and right hand. The magazines are cut. That is the only way that they come. So we'll set that one here. Moving forward, we're going to talk about the 40 cal and the 357 mag, and we're actually, as you all know, this is my custom one-off Steyr pistol that is a L357 SIG that was built and then modified fully with the help of Steyr and Ranger Point Precision. So we'll talk about a magazine mod that is done on this gun, which can help you guys if you happen to have these mags or if you come across a good deal on them. So let's go just into the 40 and 357 SIG mag. These mags are the same follower for those two calibers. The magazine base plate is a flush. This is very similar, or actually it is the same style base plate that are on your 10-round magazines, your California or New York compliant mags, also on the S model and the C model, and the 15-round magazines if you happen to see one of those. These rounds in 40 and in 357 SIG only come in 12 round for standard capacity, and then for the states that are non-compliant, they're 10 round. It is dual ambidextrous, so left or right hand side ejection. That's not a problem, and it really mirrors and matches the same as the MF mag in the look and the design, but it is the base plate, which is totally different at the bottom of the magazine, and these are not interchangeable. Stepping over into the 9mm mag for the A1s. Again, the 40 magazine is different in the way that this bottom is constructed, and these base plates are not changeable, and this is the +2 base plate. Again, these followers and the MF followers are interchangeable. These are 9mm only. The difference, and a lot of people are trying to use the A1 9mm mag and the MF mag and trying to forward compatible and reverse compatible swap them, and it is doable in one direction only, and I'll show you that in just a second. But let's just talk about the mags. The mags are, like I said, identical except for the bottom base plate, the way that they're designed and how they come off. So these will not switch over. You cannot run the MF mag in the A1. So the 5th gen Steyr pistol mags are not backwards compatible. I'm going to show you why. If you'll grab your Steyr pistol, on the bottom of it, it doesn't matter. It's any of the previous generations, like especially 4th, I believe like a 2nd gen Steyr mag. You could possibly use the MF, but I don't happen to have one because the lower grip module is a bit different. But on your standard 3rd and 4th gen guns, which is most modern pistols of these line, you can see the bottom has this L cutout, and this is actually for your lanyard strap, or the very few that were actually produced. There is a stock that goes in the back of this that can be latched in to make like a PDW. But due to this angle cut and the new larger base plate, you actually end up hitting and the mag will not seat. You're about ½ an inch short from actually seating. Now, there is a modification, and if you choose to do this to your pistol, you're doing it at your own risk. You're also killing the value of your gun by modding and cutting up the grip. So if you're looking for resale value, don't do that. But if you were to cut off the actual lanyard strap and flush the bottom of the magazine well completely, then these mags will work. And then it won't matter. The mag will totally go in. But you'll lose your lanyard strap and some of your back strapping on the roll edge. So that is a mod you can do to your pistol if you want to run those magazines. Now moving forward, your MF pistol can actually run your A1 mags. And it doesn't matter from any of the generations, 1 through 5, the mag goes right in, it seats. It does stick out a bit further and it's kind of squared because it doesn't fill up the flared magazine well in the back strap. The other issue, ejection or the release side, sometimes these mags stick, other times you just got to give them a shake, they fall out. This, granted, these are all brand new magazines, they've never been loaded. These are strictly the ones I keep here on the desk so I can use them. I keep my other used mags that are torn up away, you know, filming, making nice stuff. But a little bit of polish on the magazine and they'll release a little bit faster. But worst case is you pop it and you strip it. Like this one now, today's deciding just to kind of fall out. I can even show you on this 40 mag and 357. Goes right at the bottom. There we go. See, it kind of hangs. You actually need to strip it. That's about the standard what normally happens. And I believe it's because of the new internal shape. There's just, it's hanging up where this gun just doesn't have enough time on it. It might even be with like the grip panels, but that's the normal. You just got to strip the mag out. So don't think that there's something wrong with your gun. It's just, I believe it's really in the texture, because on the MF mag, I don't know if the camera will pick it up real well, it does not have a high gloss finish. It's kind of got a semi satin finish, where your A1 mags are polishable, have kind of a gloss sheen, and I think it actually just might be in the coating. But I have noticed on my normal mags I carry every day, take a little bit of metal polish, like Mother's aluminum polish or just decent metal jewelry type polish. Polish up the mags, make sure that they don't have a lot of fingerprints or grease on them, and they'll start kind of ejecting a lot smoother. Let's talk real quick about the generation in mags. Now granted, I'm showing you 3 different styles of these magazines and calibers and, you know, all the modern ones. I don't happen to have the magazine I'm about to talk about, but we'll grab the 40 and 357 because it's the closest. Your original Steyr M model pistol, so this is before the A1s, this is Gen 1 guns, were only right-hand magazine release. And meaning, just so I can clarify, right-handed shooters, your thumb release for the mag was on the left-hand side for right-handed shooters. So make sure I don't, you know, someone doesn't think I'm speaking on the opposite. So right-hand thumb ejection on the left side of your pistol, they only had one cutout. Whenever you look for Steyr magazines, if you're unfamiliar, you're looking at the guns, or someone's like, I don't know what model gun I've got, or the magazines, if it makes a difference to you, the original mags, and even some of the 10-round state-compliant magazines were only right-hand ejection. So if you're a lefty shooter, make sure you find the magazines that have cutouts on each side. You can modify your mags, they're not that hard. You can make a template. I've done it for people. Grab yourself a piece of tracing paper, put your mag on it, kind of run it around, get yourself a nice long stylus pencil. You can kind of mark out where you need to. A simple like 732 drill bit, little Dremel tool, you can make it work. I'll actually show you here on this other mag that I'm about to talk about. So the magazine generations are the very first ones. Some of the second generation Steyr mags, or sorry, Gen 2 pistols had those single-sided magazines. 90% of all mags that are out there today are ambidextrous magazines. All right, moving into the VF1, the custom race pistol that's built. I get all the time, are there any aftermarket companies that build mags for Steyr? No. I mean, the really simple answer to it is no, guys. There's no one that builds an aftermarket direct fit, plug and play magazine. Now, that being said, I told you how to mod your gun to fit the MF mag. If you're interested in doing a magazine modification from a different manufacturer, this is the only mag that I know that's working. There's a few other people that have tried stuff that have kind of gotten them to work, but this one has worked for range use only. I do not carry this magazine. I don't infer you guys to do it, so kind of my warning and armorer's tip. This is a range toy only on this magazine. I would not carry it. I don't recommend to do it. So, that being said, you've been warned. This is a Smith & Wesson M&P magazine, the very first one. The standard, not the 2.0, but an M&P, Smith & Wesson M&P mag. This originally started off as a 40-357 SIG mag, and it has a magazine extension and a new lengthened internal spring. I'm trying to think of the company. This is, I believe this is like an Anderson extension. It doesn't really matter. I've forgotten what did it, and it's been painted over, so I can't even read the number on the bottom. But it was a 15 round magazine. The follower is the same. It is a 40 caliber follower because I'm using it in a 40-357, but it will actually hold 9mm. With a 15 round magazine, and I believe this is a +2 or +3 extension, I get 18, it must be 3. I get 18 rounds of 40 or 357. I get about 22 to 23 rounds of 9mm in this. Now the 9mm is a little touchy sometimes. You get double feeds just because of the lip edges, but just buy the 9mm mag and do the same thing. What I'm going to show you is the standard cutout is on the bottom and the Steyr is on the top. Like I said, with a Dremel tool and how it's done, I will add some close-up pictures so you guys can see it better in case the camera doesn't pick it up. But you just need to take your Steyr mag, make a trace of it. I started this one because this is an L. I used an L magazine, and I just traced from the top of the lip edge of the follower, marked it, midway down, and then did the lineup, and then we cut these out. It's a simple Dremel tool, a little bit of time, a little bit of file, some fit and finish. I've told people about this. There's actually write-ups and demonstrations from multiple people that are on my Facebook page. So go over there. You'll have to scroll through it. It's probably from about a year ago at this point in time. So you're looking late 2018 or mid 2018 through my post. There's a gentleman named New Orleans. He did a bunch of these. Tank Washington has done a few of these and has posted about them, but this was the original Ranger Point Precision extended magazine. They only built about 50 of these that went out. Nobody was really interested at the time, so they quit making them. I've talked to them, and they've said, go ahead and tell everybody. I've done this one time before to give explanation. That's in that article, but this is the first time on the video. So find yourself the original M&P mags. Have some fun with the Dremel tool. You're probably going to run a mag or two getting it straight or figuring it out. Just take your time. This one is cut ambidextrous, and it fits and feeds in the MF. With a magazine extension plate, it doesn't even touch the mag well. It's in, it drops. It works perfect in that one. I'll show you guys. This is the M model 357 SIG. This is like the rarest Steyr pistol in the polymer line there is. I normally don't play with this one a whole lot, but for something cool, if you guys haven't seen on the channel before, this is the very last one imported to the United States. And I got it directly from Steyr themselves. They're in Bessemer, Alabama, a number of years ago. But this magazine works in it, lines right up, drops out freely, there's no issue. We'll even get into the 9mm. Same thing, same grip module, everything chambers, no problems. One thing, just because I don't really pay attention to it, and I have a very bad problem about writing, I'll grab this one, about writing the slide lock on here, or the slide release. I have noticed before it will do last round hold open, but a lot of times, guys, I run way too high with my thumbs forward. So I kind of get up here and I have a problem about writing that release. So if you're looking for, you know, this magazine to work as perfect as a factory mag, it's about 70%. I've had some feeding issues. I've had one or two stovepipes out of this magazine due to different calibers. That's being basically the 9mm and trying to cram as many rounds into it to see what it would do on some testing. Like I said, I don't carry this mag. I don't recommend that anybody would carry a modified magazine. Please don't do it. Just buy a factory mag. A lot of times you guys are going to realize to build one of these, you can just go buy one. It'll be about the same cost. But if you want one, the reason I have this one, it's paired up with the VF1, is just because it's all color matched. It looks cool, and I had it to do it. So that was my reasoning behind it. Like I said, I only use this when I do demos or play on the range. So I don't even use it in competition. So I hope the mag information helps you guys, gives you some decisions, lets you know what you're looking for. Best place to buy factory Steyr magazines is directly from Steyr's website. If you go over to Steyr USA, look up, they've got it right there on their webpage. That's the best place I've found to buy mags. You can try your local gun store. Occasionally I have some extra mags. I have in the past, especially because I changed out a lot of the 40 mags and did some trading. But check out the SteyrClub.com, check out Steyr USA. Those be really your two best places if you're looking for magazines, especially in this time and the way the industry is. So I hope that helps. Hope you guys like it. If you got any personal questions or anything you need to know more specific, if you might need a measurement, I'll see about supplying all the measurements for that. And like I said, in the video, here are the pictures of the magazine.